And welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burhage, and this one is all about a point of view, a different point of view. This is part 2 of a series that we're working on, a different point of view, looking straight down. Our last one was about looking straight down on the earth and seeing all those beautiful patterns, farmland and cityscapes and things like that. Beautiful patterns looking on the earth. This one, looking straight down, is common objects on a table. Common objects on a table. How can you make something communicate like that or tell a story? Well, there certainly is a story right here. We even bring in a little love card here too. So it's a nice message. Sometimes we just want to be quiet, singular, writing our notes, doing our studies with 1 cup of coffee, still looking down. I love the pattern, simple patterns. You know, I got the idea from Richard Diebenkorn and his common objects that he would draw and sketch every day, his cigarette butts and his glasses and ashtrays and coffee cups. And I got the idea, what a great point of view. What a great drawer too, and a great painter. One of my favorites, one of my mentors. So follow these drawings and do them every day, looking at everyday common objects. And I can't wait to show you how I'm going to go do it, starting off with a sketch. And now starting off a painting. Before, you just had to sketch. Here's my Fabriano sketchbook. I love this paper, multimedia sketchbook. And looking straight down, that means a different kind of perspective, doesn't it? It's not the normal perspective of distance and close and wide angles, but we're looking straight down. And so if I do a coffee cup, it's basically a oval, you know, and then a radius here, and then that kind of thing. Oh, coffee inside. Everything's radiused when you're looking on 3/4 of a view, but if you're looking straight down, wow. We have a coffee cup sitting on maybe on a, there we go. There's your coffee, and there's your coffee inside here. It's going to cast a shadow out here, maybe even the shadow of the handle, the shadow of the dish. Anyway, otherwise, I'm just really showing you the direction of the light. That's kind of important. Okay, and you show the top edge of the rim of the cup, and also maybe the edge of. Anyway, just start drawing things. Get it down loose, really loose. No details, and that's your sketching, and that's your idea. Now let's get into painting. I start off my paintings with an orange gesso. Yeah, you can buy orange gesso or make your own orange painting. See, I even start the canvas completely orange all over the whole thing. Then I can utilize some of that orange to make it glow. Like, you know, hot spots and things like that. Let me get started over here. I want to show you my art materials. I work flat on a table. I only have the primaries out right now because this is a short video. So I think we can do some pretty good damage using just the primaries. Big brushes, never a small brush. Lots of white, titanium, big buckets of water, not little tiny coffee cups of water. Big buckets of water. You're a painter. So here's my canvas. It's about a 12 by 12. I have paper towels. I love my paper towels. That's my other brush. I have paper towels in one hand, brush in the other hand. Here we go. We're going to look down, straight down, and mix up some white here. That makes it opaque. And let's see what colors I can get here with this. We'll do the top of the coffee cup. Now this is freehand, so not trying to make it exact. This is a painting, not a mechanical engineering drawing. My God, show the human side of the painting. There's 1 cup. I'm going to do 2 cups. I'm going to keep doing it until I get it right. Nothing's perfect. By the way, look where this is. The perspective is straight down, but I also have the golden section. Right there's your focal point. 1/3 down, 1/3 over, there's your focal point. So we have to keep that in mind. Now the color, oh, there you go. Now the outside, let's have it sitting on a saucer, really loose. Again, I'm going to keep it really loose. This is about as tight as I'm ever going to be. Now, here's where I decide, where is the light coming from? It's always fun to put something like this. This helps me to know where the light's coming from. And I'm going to do this. I put a little arrow on the outside. That reminds me. All right? Now, let's get going here. Oh, let's just mix up some table in here. Get in, get out. Short, choppy strokes. Get in, get out. Matching cups. Oh, nice. By the way, I already have named this. Named this already. It's called Together Again. So it looks like we're having a meeting once in a while. Yeah. Now I'm going to put them in some dark. Since I'm working with the primaries, I only have a blue from my dark right now. The coffee happens to be phthalo blue. I need to get some darks in here, not black. Make this coffee cup a little bit. This is wet into wet. I'm just trying to get this part done quickly. Now I also want to come in here with a little bit of shadow. Already that will help determine the color of the table. So the shadow is coming around here. Let's see if I can do this. And coming out this way. There's your shadow. That means the shadow's coming across the same way on this side of this. There we go. Now I'm going to show a little bit of a shadow underneath the saucer. I'm not even using black yet. I'm seeing if I can get the darks and lights just using these three primaries. Just get that part down first. All right, now I don't even have the handle yet. Let's do the handle. Different brush for that. The top of this would be, let's do this. That'll be the top. I love the looseness of it. You have to say that, it's pretty loose. Always start loose first. Oh gosh. Some people like to start off getting it real tight and say, I'll loosen up later. No, you won't. There we go. I'm spending way too much time getting this little detail stuff corrected. Get in, get out. Short, choppy strokes. This is the top edge of the coffee cup, which I'll make smaller when I come in with the dark color. Redrawing it, so to speak, like this. Putting different colors, bunch of different colors on my brush right now, just to keep it loose and goofy. There we go. Starting to look like maybe coffee. Now, the thing about coffee, it's not black, it's not brown. It's reflecting the colors of the ceiling, the windows. So make it interesting. Don't bore people to death. There we go. Get in, get out. That's what I'm kind of doing right now. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Here we go. Coming in with other colors. Remember, by putting the really darks in here, it really shows the light. How do you make your lights lighter? You make your darks darker. This is really loose in here. Now I'm going to make sure that sunlight is not shining on this side of the coffee or the liquid. I'm making that extra dark. The light's coming across here shining on this side, at least in theory. Now let's kind of make this table, mixing up a whole lot of titanium, a little bit of blue, and I have a light blue table. Even though this is orange, this is what I like about painting. I let some of this orange peek through, and that's what gives it its je ne sais quoi. You know, and get in, get out, like this. Leave a little bit of that orange. Don't make it perfect. Painting is not perfect. Thank goodness. least I know where the shadow is going to be. I'm just blocking it in right now. This part here will be simple. So I like to have busy areas and quiet areas in a painting. Those of you who've been following me know I do a lot of quiet areas. It's probably a place where I want to go. Which is actually an important message I'd like to leave with you. Paint places where you would like to go, where you'd like to be. It can be landscapes, made up, totally made up. This is all totally made up. I'm going to come over here with the shadow. And I think we're going to be just, at this point of the painting, we'll let it dry. There's your shadow. Shining there. And in here, same lighting. It's got more of a blue shadow. And of course, I'm over painting right now. I'll come in and cut it in later. I'm going to have the coffee cup handle. It will look something like that. This one's going to be over here. Well, I don't know where the handle is on this one. I'll have the handle here too. Just to remind me, don't forget to put the stem. There we go. It's not finished, of course. And of course, none of this is finished at the first couple of minutes. I'm coming in, putting in the highlights again. Top of the rim. Look at the size of the brush I have. Not a tiny brush, because here's two brushes in one. There's a wide brush, and there's your narrow brush. Two for the price of one. There you go. Well, you can see how I started off really super loose and a lot of paint everywhere real fast. Let it dry, come back the second time and start to emphasize the light side, the dark side, and maybe even the curvature of the table. Why not? That'd be cool. Makes it even stronger, and that way I'll make the darks even darker. The floor. Graphically, it's a more interesting direction where I'm going. I like where it's going. Very painterly, get in, get out, short choppy strokes. Look straight down on things. You know, so this was number 2 of this series. I can't wait to show you number 3. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching this new perspective for you, looking straight down. We've got another point of view, real fresh. I'll see you on the next BobBlast.